So I've already recorded the video. I'm adding this on at the beginning because I have received the first look slash screenshot of NASCAR 21. Here's the photo. It has the Motorsport Games logo as basically the sun. Studio 397, so the developers helping out with the physics and the game in general, and a photo of Darlington Motor Speedway. That is your first look. And, well, first impressions, I mean, the sun's very big. It's a first look at what's going on. You can see the track surface, and we'll see as we get more details on the game. So now let's get into the video that I already recorded. So let's go. Let me tell you guys a story. The year was 2016. There was a new NASCAR game called NASCAR Heat Evolution coming out. It was goddamn horrible. For 5 years, I would complain and beg and plead for simulation physics. Lads, on today, Cinco de Mayo, it's time to throw a damn festival, baby. Woo! We got it. We got it. Simulation physics confirmed. Let's go. And God has answered my dreams. It's from the people, the studio, real life drivers, and a lot of hardcore simulation drivers, racers. Right now, Say has the best tire physics, the best driving physics on the, well, internet world. It's coming from rFactor2. Now, I did make a video about this earlier, but now it's confirmed. We have a press release from Motorsport Games themselves, and we're going to read the entire thing. From beautiful Miami, Florida, which is basically my hometown, Motorsport Games, a leading race game developer, publisher, and esports ecosystem provider of official motorsport racing series throughout the world. And one big powerhouse, I must say. I mean, good God, these people they're going nuts. Today announced that it closed at the end of April 2021, the previously announced acquisition of Studio 397, the company behind the industry-leading racing simulation platform rFactor2. Studio 397 will maintain its brand and name while continuing to develop the rFactor2 platform, as well as working on the other Motorsport Games titles. And now the next little paragraph is very, very important because this is the confirmation. This acquisition cements the long-term relationship formed between Motorsport Games and Studio 397 for over a year. The Netherlands-based developer, God bless Max Verstappen, your country is amazing, has been providing expertise in vehicle physics, tire modeling, and AI for Motorsport Games' upcoming reboot of the NASCAR video game franchise. There's your confirmation. They're working on the NASCAR game. Realistic simulation physics is coming to the NASCAR game, baby. Everyone get excited. Throw your hats in the air. Party like you just don't care. It's a good time. Due for release later in 2021, I might add. Now, I am guessing. I don't know yet. Okay, I do not know. I have not been told, but I am guessing we're going back to the original September release date that used to be where it was for NASCAR before NASCAR E5. So if you guys want to assume a release date, think September. If it's not ready by then, October. So somewhere around there. Studio 397 will also be central to the development of Motorsport Games' forthcoming titles based upon licenses, including the British Touring Car Championship and the 24-Hour of Le Mans. So basically what Motorsport Games has done is said, who has the best driving physics, who has the best tire physics out there? It's Studio 397 with rFactor2, and they brought him in. And now they're going to be working on a lot of these games, so I can't wait. Now, I will say Studio 397 and rFactor2, they haven't done stock car oval racing, so physics might be a little bit different there, but I'm pretty confident in their abilities. The acquisition of Studio 397 is a significant achievement for us that we will expect to help deliver further value in our products, the CEO of Motorsport Games, Dmitry Kozko said. We have boosted and diversified our product portfolio with the addition of the market-leading rFactor2 simulation platform, while at the same time added substantial video game development expertise and capabilities to our growing team. Studio 397 shares the same passion for virtual racing and creating the best possible driving experience for our players, says Stephen Hood, the president of Motorsport Games. We originally chose to work with them on our new NASCAR game franchise to bring top-class elements to the titles, as rFactor2 has the best vehicle physics, AI, and tire model available today. And that's not really an opinion. A lot of people out there, I mean, we have Fernando Alonso, who's a shareholder right now in Motorsport Games, but for example, Jeff Gordon, if you guys didn't know, Jeff Gordon, back in 2016, when he was prepping up for his return to replace the injured Dale Earnhardt Jr., he actually used rFactor2 to get back up to speed. Max Verstappen was in the 24-Hour Le Mans this past year. He was on rFactor2. A lot of real-life drivers and a lot of really hardcore sim racers love rFactor2 and the driving physics and tire model. It's a lot smaller, community, But man, and by the way, I will get my hands on it, because for you guys, I'm gonna try and get rFactor2, and we will do some extensive research basically on like what that game's all about, or that simulation's all about, multiple cars, multiple tracks, and get a little bit deeper into that. Therefore, when the opportunity arose to bring them into the Motorsport Games family, it made perfect sense to all parties. We are delighted to become a part of the Motorsport Games family, said Marcel Offermans, director of studio for Studio 397. We remain committed to growing the rFactor2 platform, as well as providing the base for simulation components in all future Motorsport Games titles. Now, I am going to talk about rFactor2 a little bit, but if you want a full extensive breakdown of rFactor2, there's a great video from Sim Racing Paddock. I'll leave the link in the description below. It is around a 38 minute video, basically talking about the launch of rFactor2, which was a little bit messy. It was a long time ago, but it was a little bit messy, not great. And the fact that Studio 397 actually came in and took over rFactor2. They actually didn't make the game, but the game was in such, or the simulation was in such a dire state with barely any players. They came in, took it over, upgraded it, made it better, and we'll see how everything goes from there. But there's a nice 38-minute extensive, very detailed video about rFactor2 from Sim Racing Paddock, so check the link in the description if you want to go check that out. If you want to stick around and stick for the quick explanation basically of rFactor2, it is a racing simulation. It is very well regarded now in the racing community. However, it is very old. And what I mean by that is, you know how iRacing is also very old? iRacing launched in, what, 2008? Something like that? rFactor2's database, their model, is very old. It's over a decade old. So a lot of the things that have held back rFactor2 is because, you know, the game is just that old. In the Sim Racing Paddock video, they talk about how sometimes loading up a car on a track could take up to 8 minutes. I mean, that's not very good, but that's because the software or the platform of the simulation is just very old. So when you get to these new games, the new NASCAR games specifically, it's going to be completely built up from the ground up, and Studio 397, as it says in the press release, is part of that. They have been part of that for a long time. And so this game coming up, not what I thought, which would be future games. No, this game coming up will have a lot of influence and similarities from what rFactor2 has. And so that's why I feel like playing rFactor2 for myself, which I will do later this week. Subscribe if you want to see that. A little plug. It's very interesting to see what that's going to be like. I'm also interested to see the AI, what kind of AI the rFactor2 has, and we're going to go into that a little bit more. But this is the confirmation, guys. It's coming. I've been hyping this game up forever, and I'm not kidding when I say this is what I have been waiting for. No more NASCAR Heat. We don't know what the game's called yet, but no more NASCAR Heat. It's going to be a full-blown simulation NASCAR video game. I'm so excited. For you guys who like more of the casual stuff, don't worry, the game still will be tailored to you. There'll be assists, there'll be kind of handhelds. Every video game you can play as a casual. The problem is when you kind of go too far towards one end or too far towards the other end, that's when you get a little bit in trouble. NASCAR Heat was just not good. It was we all know that. It just was not a good game at all. It was nothing for hardcore racers. It was horrible. So now we go into this one, and we're going to be having a lot of fun with this game. I'm telling you, I can't wait for it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, this is the first bit of news I've gotten about this game, and a lot of people, you guys anticipated it. I didn't think about it. Cinco de Mayo. We thought about we might hear something from this game. Well, Cinco de Mayo is the day that we heard something. Well, again, we have not seen the game yet. We have not had a title announcement. I don't know any of that yet, but we will see. So there you guys have it. That's the video. I'm sorry, guys, I couldn't shout you guys out earlier, but big shout out to the Patreons for supporting the channel. If you guys want to support the channel, go check out the Patreon. I tried to do that at the beginning of the video because I was a little bit too excited. I was too excited about this news, okay? I'm sorry. As more information starts to come out, which will be soon, I'm telling you that right now, it's going to be either this week, next week. It's going to be somewhere around the month of May, as we've just gotten the news here. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited to see what this game has to offer, and we'll see ourselves. So if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, comment down below. I'll see you guys later. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not already, and Twitch, and the Patreon, and everything else. Take care of yourselves, and peace out.